Yo, what up, people? This is Zeeno, MBTV.
Right now, I'm here with Zeeno, and we're going to talk a little bit about his Pray For Me project. What's going on?
Pray For Me project. First, let me just say, I apologize. I was drinking. But I'm going to try to keep it, Pray For Me. We talking about the Pray For Me project.
Pray For Me project.
Man, you got right into it, didn't you? That's all right. Well, the Pray For Me project is, it's a real personal project to me, you know what I mean? I wanted to really focus on just the art of making the music as opposed to the business aspect of it, you know what I mean? Because I find out a lot of times the business, it just stops a lot of good art from happening, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, you know what, we're gonna fucking SoundCloud some dope shit and show the world that, we don't have to be stingy with art. Let's get it popping.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what can the people expect from the project, and when can we expect the project?
Well, I would hope that after listening to my project, you feel more familiar with me.
Okay.
As a person, you know what I mean? As an artist, but also as a person, I think that when you listen to somebody's project, you should come away knowing something about that artist, you know what I mean? So that's what that's what I hope would happen.
And when can we expect it?
Well,
When?
The project is going definitely this summer, maybe middle to late June. Yeah, man, I'm trying to just line everything up because with this internet wave, you create a wave, but if you don't create another wave right after it, then your wave dies. Right. So I want to make up a situation where I have waves and waves and waves of shit coming for the fans. So we never be out of touch for this long. It's been a while since I put out my last project.
Do you feel like social media is important to the release of the project and how you're gonna put it out?
I do.
Yeah.
I do believe that social media is a good platform. Am I good at it? Not really.
Not really.
You know what I'm good at? I'm good at coming out to, shows, whether it be concerts, showcases, whatever, shows, and just creating moments with people. Okay. And I go home with something, and they go home with something, and that's good for me. You know what I mean? I'm good at that. I'm not really good at the social media thing. I'm working on it.
You're getting there.
Promise you I'm working on it, but believe me, it's much better live. Forget about it.
But not only are you an artist, but you're also a chef.
Yeah, I am a chef, absolutely.
That's what you do also.
That's what I do also.
And talk to me a little bit about the Project Renewal project.
Well, Project Renewal is a company. It's based out of Lower East Side, and it's a catering company, but we cater to like homeless shelters and outreach programs. So I had to go to culinary school. That's part of the reason why it took me so long to release this project, because I had to step back. I found myself doing a lot of the music that I was doing for money, and it was really only because I didn't have any money. Okay. So I decided to take a step back from music and get my finances in order, so that I could get back to making music to make music.
And how do you balance both?
Well, I know my family helps me balance both, because I know at the end of the day, I know what's important. I know keeping a roof over my wife's and my kids' head is important, and you make sacrifices trying to do both, but certain sacrifices, especially when it involves your family, you just shouldn't be making those sacrifices. So, yeah.
And speaking of family, not only do you have kids, but you're a grandfather.
I am a grandfather. That little dude, man. I got a 21-year-old son. He started early like his pops, and shout out to the grandbabies. I love having grandbabies. You fuck around with them, you give them back. It's awesome. You know what I mean? So they call me Pop Pop. So Pop Pop, love you, babies. I'll come and see y'all in a little while. And don't worry, I'll have cookies.
Now, how do you feel about the age limits in hip hop, or in the music game in general? Well, specifically hip hop, because a lot of people feel after a certain age you should kind of hang it up. How do you feel about that?
I would say I do believe that hip hop is a young man's sport. It always has been. You know what I mean? And I think that it always will be. But as far as continuing to make music, it depends on what you see as successful, what you see as success. You know what I mean? Like, you can make music for as long as, it's a at the core, I believe making music is a form of self-expression, and there's no age limit on when you could express yourself or should express yourself. Yeah. So with that being said, yeah, man, if you're still good, we know what not good is. If you're still good, you know what I mean, and you still have the opportunities to get that out, yeah, do that, man. Some of these guys, you got wives, you got children, and you take a lot of that shit out on them because you're not making any music. You got no outlet there. Get back to using the outlet and express some of that stuff right on there on stage. And yeah, man, it's a good thing. So I don't think it's an age limit to making music. I do think that at a certain time, yeah, it just becomes a young man's game, and you gotta just let the young boys do. Take what you can get and let the young boys do their thing. It's it's the same thing on the block. You got these old guys gotta come back around. Hey. Listen, you gotta let the young boys rock right now.
I understand. I get it.
Yeah. So.
Now, besides the new project, what else can we expect?
Well, I got the first single of the project is Who Mans Is This? That's featuring my boy Bust Down, and that's super dope. But maybe do a little performance later on and just give you a little sneak peek of what's going down with that. And then I got the lead song off the album, the title song off the album, Pray For Me, which is gonna be out in sometime in mid-June. Nice. And then I'm planning a release concert. Okay. A release concert because this project that I have like a whole bunch of features on it, and it was purposely done like that. I wanted to give people an idea of what it would sound like if you actually worked with the people that you respect and admire. Like, because I know a lot of people. I've been moving around on this scene for a while, and I know a lot of people know a lot of people. Like, we dope artists and we know dope artists, but for some reason these two dope artists are not making a noise together. And I don't know what the problem is, I don't know what the situation is, but I wanted to just use this project as an example that you can put out dope music with a dope artist that's not part of your team, and that's not, just somebody you respect. You know what I mean? And y'all go from there and make dope music, man.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Thank you for sitting down with us. We appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all for having me down here. You know what I'm saying?
Zeeno, MBTV Media Content Curation Day. Stay tuned.